Now, in lecture number 4, we solve this question using KVL again. So, if any branch in a closed path having current source, we cannot apply KVL equation in that particular closed path. Means this is a closed path M1, this is a closed path M2, but in M2, the branch CDEF having a 2 ampere current source. So we cannot apply KVL equation directly here. So there is a question how to solve now this question. So we have two methods. Number one, super mesh, and second method, source transformation. So let us see how to solve this question. So first of all, make polarity on each element, and before that, assuming current in a closed path, mesh and loop. So this is first closed path M1 and this is second closed path M2. I assume current I1 in clockwise. So the current flowing in this resistance from left to right, so this is positive, this is negative. We make this polarity as per our previous conventions. Now again, in this branch, current flowing from in both meshes in downward direction, so it would be I1 plus I2. I1 is downward, I2 is also downward. This is positive, this is negative, this is positive, and this is negative. So in this way we solve our question. So we cannot apply KVL in this equation, but we can write the equation KVL for this mesh. So what is the equation? Start from A, apply KVL. Start from A, plus 20 minus of 5 I1, and here minus of, this is 5 ohm resistance, 5 I1 plus I2 is equal to 0. So after solving this, we can say this is 20 minus 10 I1 and minus this is 5 I2 is equal to 0. So we cannot write the equation for M2, but we can say I2 is equal to 2 ampere because it will be given directly. I2 is equal to 2 ampere, and this is called super mesh. So we do not need to write any equation. We put simply this 2 ampere current in equation number 1 and find the value of I1. So 20 minus 10 I1 minus 5 into 2 is equal to 0. So it would be 10 I1 is equal to 10. So it would be I1 is equal to 1 ampere. So we can solve this problem by using super mesh. Now we can solve this again problem using source transformation. So if CFDE, we denote this portion here, if any resistance is perfectly parallel with a current source, so we can convert into a voltage source with in series a resistance, right? So this is V is equal to I into R. I is 2 ampere and resistance is 5 ohm, so it would be 10 volt. So we can replace this combination by this combination, and this is 10 volt. How to make this polarity? Current is flowing from downward to upward, right? So we can similarly make this polarity because it will provide current upward. So it is similar that the current as shown in current source. So the value of resistance is same as the previous. Once there is a more thing I mentioned here, this current source is purely alone. There would be no any resistance connected in series, right? So this is the combination. We replace this combination in this circuit and make circuit again. So this is our reduced circuit. Again, we assume current, let us say M1, and it would be I1. This is 20 volt. This is 5 ohm. This is again 5 ohm and 10 volt. Apply KVL. Start from here. A, let us say P, Q, R, S. Start from P. So this is, let us say, I1. So current flowing from this side, plus minus I1. Here, plus minus I1. Apply KVL. Start from P. P, Q, R, S. Apply KVL. It would be plus of 20 volt minus of 5 I1 minus of 5 I1 and here minus of 10 volt is equal to 0. It would be 10 I1 is equal to 10 and it would be I1 is equal to 1 ampere. So in this way we find that the value of I1 is same in both the method, but most basic method is super mesh. Universal method is super mesh because in source transformation we reduce our circuit. So now we again take the same problem but considering this current source in between. Now this 5 ohm resistance which is available in the previous circuit CF, now coming this right side. So in this question again we solve our problem. This is negative, this is positive. Apply KVL here. So this is plus minus I1. Here this is current flowing from this side, plus minus. So now KVL for equation for ABCF. Now there is a current source. We cannot apply KVL here. Again for CDEFC, but in FC there is a current source branch. We cannot apply KVL here. So we apply KVL for loop now. Start from A, B, C, D, E, F, A. Start from here, plus of 20 minus of 5 I1. Here plus of 5 I2 is equal to 0. We solve this. It would be 5 I1 minus 5 I2 is equal to 20. So this it would be I1 minus I2 is equal to 4. This is equation number 1. Now this section we make here CF. Current from M1, here is I1. Current from M2, it is anticlockwise I2 here. The net current flowing from the from C to F is I1 plus I2. So by using super mesh, it would be I1 plus I2 is equal to 2 ampere. So solve this by adding these two equations. Now, so 2I1 plus 0 is equal to 6. So I1 is equal to 3 ampere. Put I1 value in the equation number 2 again. It would be 3 plus I2 is equal to 2 and I2 is equal to minus 1 ampere. Now we can solve this question again using this convention. Now this is positive, this is negative, current flowing from clockwise. It would be positive, negative, and here current flowing from this side, this is positive, negative. So we solve this question. Now again KVL for this mesh cannot apply here because in CF branch there is a current source, and similarly for this we cannot apply KVL equation directly. So we again consider loop equation A, B, C, D, E, F, A loop. Apply KVL. Start from A, plus of 20 volt minus 5I1 minus 5I2 is equal to 0. So the equation is 5I1 plus 5I2 is equal to 20. It would be I1 plus I2 is equal to 4. Equation number 1. Now we produce this CF section here. Current for M1 is downward and for I2 is clockwise. It is clockwise, it is anti-clockwise. So the net current in the direction of C to F means downward. I1 minus I2. I1 this side, I2 is opposing this. So we say I1 minus I2. So by using super mesh, we say I1 minus I2 is equal to 2 ampere. So equation number 2. Now add this. It would be twice of I1 is equal to 6. I1 is equal to 3 ampere. We put I1 value in here. Equation number 1. It would be 3 plus I2 is equal to 4. So I2 is equal to 1 ampere. So in this way we solve our question. Now we see that I2 value is changed, but our answer is right. So we explain here Kirchhoff voltage law having current source with some basic method, super mesh and source transformation. In next lecture we make a more complex circuit and solve by using KVL. Thank you.